Yo, 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 yo. Bro, this price fix thing is so annoying. Z, do you let people follow your price fix? I don't even know what that means. Do I let people? Yeah, like I post my plays. Bro. Like, why does it do this shit every time I try to go on the app? Maxi 1/2 PRA. I'll look at it once this thing starts working. Let me see if I can get this thing to work. We got a hit today. I got to sell my child. Holy cow. Fuck that child. I'm playing. I'm playing. Dude, I keep getting like YouTube strikes from music, so I can't play music. Dude, the Prize Picks website app is like actually broken. Zeke, what's good? What's good, Jack? Zeke, you to go, bro. Hyphen family. Appreciate that, Poey. Look, let's go ahead and start talking about plays I've taken, plays I'm looking at. Let's get into it, okay? So, again, like I have no idea what is wrong with this shitty ass website. The Prize Picks website is literally so bad. Every time you log in, it just takes you to this thing. And like there's no way around it. Once I get this fixed, we can start talking about some plays. I'll go ahead and talk about the one that's on my screen now. Let me try to do this. Gafford Masterclass inbound, yeah. I think Gafford has a very good game today. I think it's because I'm on Ethernet instead of Wi-Fi. Maybe. I'm hoping that's what it is. Wimby over 5 3-point attempts. I usually don't bet on 3-point attempts. Go dogs. Go fucking dogs, baby. All right, let's see if it works now. I mean, it's just so bad. Every time I submit a bet, it does this. Let me just try to like clear my cache for the last hour and see what happens. Eric Cole 82-1. I actually do have a plan, Eric Cole, but it's not an 82-1. Do I have a Pickett? Yes. You could look me up on Pickett. Okay, that worked finally. That finally worked. Okay, let's talk about some plays I took. 1B to 1.53s. I think that's a bit sneaky. But if 1.53s and 5 3-point attempts, so that seems close. Yeah, I have a Pickett. I have a spreadsheet checker. We'll talk about that, I guess, real quick, because that's an easy one to respond to. So, yes, I have a Pickett that's synced to the plays that I play. And before you say like he's whatever, the issue with that is that I'm limited on my accounts. I have people submit bets for me to help. Now, even with that, you could check out my Pickett. I'm profitable all time, last month, whatever you want to look at, right? You can see everything on my Pickett. But if you are interested in purchasing plays, the more accurate representation of what you will receive is on this public sheet. There's over 5,000 bets tracked on this sheet. It is open to anyone in my Discord. You can go open this link yourself. You can look at every single play I have submitted on PrizePicks this year. So you can see this is number 4 right here. And that's 4 bets. So let's just say each one has 3 bets. That's row number 4 all the way down to row number 869. Again, let's say that's average 3 bets. That's 865 bets. That's 2,500 publicly tracked plays. And you can see right here, that's a total of 602.5 units risked, 95.875 units won, 15.91% ROI. Okay? You can see all of this stuff on my public sheet. I book bets. On book bets, we've risked 1,000 units, 188 for an 8.6% ROI. Average play that we take is plus 136. Average win rate is 55.8%. So now that we got that out of the way, we're looking at some tracking everything. Yeah, I'm a big believer. I pay someone to track all this for me. They send out a ping at the end of every Sunday. Hey, here's the updated sheet. Go ahead and give it a look over. If you find any discrepancies, let me know, because I'm going to be honest. People make mistakes. Yesterday, he will go down here again. He graded all these as an L, but instead of putting -1, he put +1. Oh, you can't see. He put +1 in like the change for a change in P&L. And someone's like, hey, I think you made a mistake. I pinged the guy literally 3 minutes later. He's like, oh yeah, I did, my bad. We fix it, right? I'm a big believer in transparency. If you're going to spend a lot of money on something, you should know exactly what you're getting. What's your Prize Picks username? I mean, show me where to find that. I've never done that. I knew you lined up earlier before I got taken off the board. Good luck. Bro, why do y'all make him waste time on this every stream? Well, a lot of people are new to the stream, and I think it's important to understand before you start listening to me yap for the next hour. Yo, this guy's literally posted 2,700 bets this year, and it's at a 15.91% ROI. That's really good. If I ever need someone to run your sheet, I'll be down to it. Okay, the guy I do now does it, but if he ever, he's a good guy, so if he ever stops, I'll let you know. So, we got 7 props we can talk about real quick, and then we'll get into PGA. Yeah, the next play, I actually have 3 PGA plays in my cart on Prize Picks that I'm waiting for an NBA pair to play with for tomorrow's PGA slate. So let's go ahead and talk about the plays that I played tonight so far. Play number 1 is what you see on the screen. This is called NBA Wowie. I kind of realized that it's kind of cut off over here. So you can see I've taken Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis off the court. So that means I'm looking at Mavericks games last season, or from the start of last season basically to this year. Luka and AD off the court. What does Daniel Gafford do in that scenario? So we have 890 minutes sample size of what he does without Luka and without AD. Right now, I could take Lively off, see how that affects it, but the sample size would be smaller. So I like looking at this big sample size because there's no Lively as well, which is really big for Gafford, because typically him and Lively are splitting center reps, and Lively's a bit better than Gafford in some games. Obviously, I mean, that's how basketball is. But without Lively, Gafford should play a solid amount. He came back 2 nights ago. He had an ankle injury. He hadn't played the entire year until 2 nights ago. He played 18 minutes. Jason Kidd said, hey, we're going to keep him on an 18 minutes limit. Then the next game, in the middle of the third quarter, he limps to the locker room. Is in the locker room, gets looked at, he comes back. Even after missing playing time from limping to the locker room and everything, he played 25 minutes. So the 18-minute cap, I don't think exists anymore. They're like, okay, we need to win games. They have I know like it's only 6 games in the year, but I've talked about this especially with a team like the Mavericks. They have a win-now roster. Kyrie's old. AD's old. Klay Thompson's old. Obviously, Cooper Flagg is young. But like they need to win now. They've pushed all their chips in for this year. They traded for AD. I mean, they may have AD for 2 more years where he's like a top 5 center or big in the league. But Gafford got up 24 minutes even with the injury. So, sorry, my leg scratched. So I think he's going to play like 25 minutes. They're playing the Pelicans, who are fucking awful for centers. We can pull up Props Madness, look at Gafford. This is where Gafford scores, okay? 89% of his points comes right here in the restricted area. I mean, all this dude does is dunk the ball. Literally all. He has not taken a single midi. If you look at last year, I'm sure he's taken a couple middies, but like 1%. This dude has 1 goal, and it is to dunk the ball. 84% of his shots are on fucking dunks. You can see right here. 20% of his points last year came on putbacks. PNR romance, transition dunks. Cutting, just getting a wide open layup, right? You're going to look at the Pelicans defense. We'll look at last year. They were second to last in paint or in giving up points inside the restricted area. This year, again, they're struggling. They have no center. Like the 27th right here. They just don't have a center, dude. Like he's going to be playing against Yavis Misi, and whoever their backup is, Derek Queen. Derek Queen's pretty small for a center. Um, and I mean, he's just young. Kevon Looney they have playing, but he's only playing 17 minutes. Um, Misi's out tonight actually, so they have Looney who's going to play 17 minutes. But really good matchup. And then, like I said, in 890 minutes, he averaged 1.32 fantasy per minute. So if you go and look at, again, he played 25 minutes last night, even after limits to the locker room. Let's just say he plays 24 minutes. Let's not say he increased. Let's just say he plays 24 flat, okay? Times that 1.32, which is how many points he averaged last year, fantasy points without Luka and AD. That's 31.68 fantasy, okay? Now, you could say he probably should see an increase in fantasy points per minute because he's in an amazing matchup. So I think this line was pretty off. I think it was set for his like 18-minute limit that like Jason Kidd talked about, and that was public. But I guess Project didn't see that he played 24 minutes last game. The other play I played, which I really like, was this Taylor Hendricks prop. When I say the word error, I don't mean like it was a 95% hit rate play. But there is absolutely no way that they actually meant to upload Taylor Hendricks at 20 fantasy score. There's legitimately no way. He's 10.5 PRA, okay? No player in the league should be double his fantasy score prop. Now, obviously, a 10 line, you could kind of, because you get a couple stocks here there versus like having 20 PRA, 40 fantasy. But regardless, you could look at last year. Why is it, oh, this is on head-to-head maybe? Why is it only showing 3 games? Whatever. Besides the point. He's 10.5 PRA. Sometimes this props like cash thing be pissing me off. He's 10.5 PRA, right? He's still 10.5 PRA. He's 20 I know it's gone. I posted this earlier, and now I'm just talking about plays I took. This is like if you're not in the Discord. His fantasy's not even there. Yeah. There's just no way that they meant to upload him at 20 fantasy. It just makes no sense. Detroit's are actually a really tough matchup too for him. We can go look at Props Madness right here, where we're going to talk about Hendricks. You can see this season, 60% of his points are coming off spot ups. Okay, you can look at last year. No data available. Oh, it's because he was fucking hurt last year. That's why it was barely showing anything. 50% came off spot ups. He is a spot up shooter. And then, the Pistons are an elite spot up defense. Okay? Do not give it up. 7th ranked for a spot up. So being 20 fantasy winners, 2.5 PRA doesn't make sense. And then it's a bad matchup as well. I easily played that. Put in as well. He's kind of fighting for minutes with a lot of people. Isaiah Collier's back. He's going to get some run. Sensabaugh's going to get some run. Kyle Anderson might get run. I don't know. They tried to play him at center the other day, and it was awful. Kevin Love is getting a lot of run now because of the Walker Kessler injury. Philip Kowski's getting some run. So I thought that line was pretty bad. The other play I played was a Jamal Murray play. I gotta turn on my fan in here. It's hot as fuck. So I played Jamal Murray fantasy. I also recommended people play his points or his PR. Just because it's a really good matchup. You can look right here. The Heat, first in pace. You can see right there at the bottom. First in pace, second, allowing the second most threes. And then against PNR ball handlers, they are ranked 5th worst in points allowed per game. That's where 50. I mean, think about every time you watch a Nuggets game. All the fucking Nuggets run is PNRs with Jokic and Jamal Murray. So the Heat are very bad against pick and roll ball handlers. Whether they're giving that up, maybe they just play. Based on this, I wouldn't say just drop coverage. I'd say they do a lot of going under on screens because drop coverage leads to more middies usually. I mean, you could still go up if it's a high screen for a drop coverage. But I really like the matchup here. Only 35 fantasy seemed pretty low to me. If you look at last year, just looking at games last year, um, he covered this in almost 60% of games. If you're going to take out like some random games where he played 16 minutes versus Brooklyn, 22 minutes versus Minnesota, 20, like he's going to play probably, you could say at least 28 minutes tonight, unless something crazy happens. 60% hit rate last year, 6% hit rate this year. Both misses this year were by less than a point. So he's been playing really well this year. Great matchup. Really good hit rate considering who he is as a player last year and this year. And it's the same offense. Him, Jokic, basically. Cam Johnson sitting corner instead of MPJ. Honestly, having Cam Johnson at MPJ might even increase his usage. I mean, I'd be shocked if it doesn't, honestly. But those are 3 plays I played. The last NBA play I played was a Darius Garland under at 20.5 PA. They came out and said that he was going to play 24 to 28 minutes. I think he's going to play 24. Like, that feels like a lot. That feels like a high number to me. Like, if he plays more than 24 minutes, I'd be shocked. But, like, if you're just going to look at his game logs where he played 28-plus minutes, first game of the year, we'll pull up. That's the wrong line. Let's go up one. Let's go look at his matchup. So he's got nothing to look at. We could look at last year. I mean, they're a bit of a different defense this year than last year. But still, I mean, the 76ers are a pretty good defense. They have a lot of guys they can throw at him. Kelly Oubre, Maxi's a good defender. VJ Edcomb's a good defender. So they, I mean, all 3 of those guys they can throw at him. No Embiid should help the pick and roll because Embiid's kind of ass at guarding guards off the pick and roll because he just plays drop coverage. But first game of the year, I thought he was only going to play 20 to 24 minutes. Can't even take the under on Garland. Did it turn into a demon? So he's 21.5 now. I recommended it 22. Yeah, so you can't even take his under now. Does he have a fantasy score line? No, I recommended that too. First game of the years are kind of weird. Like if he goes out there, obviously he's probably going to be pretty rusty. I mean, I think 28 minutes would be insane. If he plays out, then it's a bad bet, but I played that before the reports came out that he could play 28 minutes. I don't think that was a great line either. I like that a lot. The other 3 plays I played, I'm pretty sure they all bumped. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this. With some Euro golf plays, they did all bump. I'm pretty sure they bumped the entire board. I only played 3 props on this entire board, and they were all unders, and they went and literally dropped every single golfer an entire stroke. Which is crazy. But not wanting to spend too much time on this. Basically, this course is extremely easy. Last year, it played like 3.5 under par. It's a par 72. So if you're going to say it plays to like, let's just say 2.5 under par, which would be a 69.5 average. I got like the best players in the field at I didn't play Aaron Wright. I was going to play Aaron Wright at 69.5. I played Tom McKibben, who's a top 5 player in the field at 69.5. You're giving me a top 5 player in the field at the field average on a DP World Tour event where there's a lot of shitty golfers. I love that. I got him at 70.5. He's probably an average golfer in this field, slightly above average golfer in this field, and he was a stroke higher than the field average. Made no sense. Same thing here, slightly above average golfer, field average 70.5. Or 69.5. He should not be 1 stroke above the field average as one of the better golfers in the field. Didn't make a lot of sense. If you're just now tuning in and you're looking for some props, I think this Ryan Gerard 4.5 birdies could be good. Like I talked about last year, this Patrick Reed one could also be good. Both of those. Last year, this course played at like 3 under par, which is like a 5 birdie average, I think, when I checked. So you're telling like Patrick Reed, which granted, I don't think it's going to play to 3 under par. I think it's going to play like 2.5, which is where this could get a little sweaty. This one specifically, Patrick Reed should cover. But like Ryan Gerard in this field is going to be an above average birdie maker. On the PGA Tour, though, he was below average, which is why I didn't play that. I played the other props I played because they were a lot stronger. But in this field, I mean, some of the guys in this field are like dog shit. Like it's a European event in November. Of course, you have your guys like Tommy Fleetwood, Rory McIlroy, who play all the time. Shane Lowry, who plays a lot. Hatton plays all the time. But then like you got your bottom feeders that are like tanking the birdie or better average and everything. Now, that we talked about the plays I took. First of all, if you want to get all my plays, we talked about the recap, everything. You can check out the link in my bio. Second of all, if you are watching this and you are not followed, look at this. If you're not followed to my Twitter, I am like very close. I don't even know if this is the right one. I'm very close to 1K or 100K. Oh my God, I'm too fucking away. Please go fucking follow me. I'm 2 away from 100K 3 years later. That is insane. Let me see if it says 100K on Twitter. Because I think this thing's kind of behind. Oh my God, it still says 99.9. Okay, we're going to get there. Now, let's actually start playing some bets. So, I do have 3 PGA plays that I like that everyone in this stream will get today. I'm waiting on a 4th pair. A 4th play. Once I get, I'm waiting for an NBA. So, basically, if you're going to pair like 4 golfs together, you get 8x. But if you take 3 golf and then pair it with like a non-golf play, you get 9.5x. So, I'd rather pair it with a non-golf play that I'm confident in. I already had the plays written down. You're so hot, Zeke. Thank you, B. Strauss. Once I find what's it called? Once I find an NBA player, we're going to have a 4-leg. Everyone on this stream is going to get live. So, let's go. Let's cook. Ask me about any plays if you have any. And yeah, let's have a fucking day, fellas. I'm starting to look at plays now. Need one more NBA? Yeah, me too, brother. Me fucking too. I like Gafford, like PA at 13.5, but I've already played some Gafford props. If you're asking me, Laravia Fantasy I think is good. I don't know how Perk knows that though. Perk, you got my screen up? How you know about Laravia Fantasy? Randall PRA with Ant-Man back. I'm assuming you're talking about under. Since you're saying with Ant-Man back. Worth noting, he still is questionable, just so you know. I don't think we have official word on Jimmy Butler yet. So Chet's out and Caruso's out. Damn, I wish I could have got some... Okay, Salgame, good luck. Do you think Laurie for Utah points is a trap? I played Laurie under the other day. I don't think that such thing as a trap exists, but... I want to see. I wanted to see Jimmy news. Randall is good either way, so no Jimmy news. So I'm having to wait on that. Do you think Jokic could hit 28.5 red demons I took over? Well, since you took it, sure. Ain't no point in asking me after you take it. You took Hartenstein points? Yeah, that's really good. Disturbia. Okay. Dude, standing desks are kind of amazing, by the way. Okay. Fade Maxi today. Do I like Gafford over PA? Yeah, I do. I do like Gafford over today. The only way that I'd be like worried about it, like the only like iffy thing is that I should stream on Twitch too. Yeah, I used to, but Um, the only reason why I'd be iffy on that is if he like plays 18 minutes again, which like would be really weird considering that he played 25 last game with injury. So what account app do you use to get the quickest injury reports? I use something called Unabated, but like Unabated gets me at 3 seconds faster than Underdog. Like the free thing is pretty good too. Underdog's like by far probably the fastest free service, like where it's not even close. Bum bum beat bum bum beat bum. You look like a defensive coordinator. If you really want to see me look like a defensive coordinator, I got a visor on my desk. I look like I would call some nasty plays. Jaylen Brown rebounds. I can look at it for you. Kata over 8.5 PRA against the Wizards. That's my king. Kata. So Kata, 8.5 PRA. I'm assuming you mean R. I don't even know what you're talking about. If he's 8.5 PRA, that's a nuke. Jaylen Brown rebounds. I think that's the right line. I lean over. Need a street prop for Underdog. We're going to get there. That's 1/2. Oh, I mean 1/2. I don't know. I like had to think like 1/2 bets. I don't take a lot, so I'd have to do a lot of looking. Okay, so with the Pistons, Harris is okay. So Tobias Harris is definitely out. Beef stew under is interesting. I'm probably gonna hit that beef stew under. He's gonna be playing next to Duran most of the game. You had a luck on Underdog for your night super super. I don't have a price fix username. Beef stew over fantasy is interesting with him starting. Maybe I'm actually looking at his under RA right now. I think that's a pretty solid play. I want to look at turnovers real quick before I block in anything. Okay, turnovers. He's gonna have regression night coming off a career night of blocks and steals, man. Yeah, I mean he did go crazy last night, but when you're playing next to Duran versus playing as an actual backup center, you got to think, oh, what the fuck? question for you. I just got this text and I want to know what you guys think. If Giannis went and suited up for Marquette tonight, what would his points line be? If Giannis went and suited up versus Marquette tonight, what would his points line be? $44. 44.50. Yeah, I said 56 and a half. Like, but that was kind of just me saying like it wouldn't even be close. But 75 is crazy. I mean, dude, he's lined at 32 and a half, at 34 and a half. Like, he's been lined at 34 and a half points before. You're telling me he don't get like a 15-point boost going to college? I would think so. He would dominate Cameron Boozer. Yeah, like Cameron Boozer was like 20 and a half points in his first game. Yeah, if you're talking about PR, he probably would be 75 PR. Like, he would get every rebound. He would go fucking nuts. He'd shit on some kids for real. Did they put Stu back? Oh, they made it a Gabby. Gabby! Okay. So let's play. I think I'm going to do SAR. Bronny be 15 PRA in college? Yeah, Bronny's sorry as fuck. It's actually crazy, like, how bad he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about how much knowledge his dad has, like, gifted him throughout the years. Like, he's still that bad. You know what I mean? That's pretty fucking crazy. Bronny 7.5. Yeah, he'd be higher than 7.5 now. Bronny can low key golf though. I saw like I didn't watch the video with Grant, but I saw like his swing and it did look good. I'm gonna play Vanderbilt PR or RA. Vanderbilt there, or maybe just rebounds. Let me think about just rebounds versus RA. Is anyone questionable on the Lakers? Reeves is out. Jackson Hayes is available. I'm going to go Vanderbilt. I'm really thinking about SAR. SAR TOs. So this year, he's over just 3 games. 3 games out of 7. Last year was even lower. Like, let's look when he's actually playing minutes. Let's say 25 plus minutes. What was this hit rate? Still really low. Near the end of the year, he went crazy, but let me see if this thing does like turnovers forced. Wemby over 1.5 threes. Let me know. Someone asked me about that. I'd have to look. I never looked at it when they asked. Versus the Celtics, SAR TOs. Oh, SAR TOs isn't up. Perfect. Thanks for saving me that time. All right, let's go. Vanderbilt RA is the play then. Moody's questionable with thing. Choval, no. Fears. Who's questionable for the Let me check the Pelicans injury report real quick. I know Misi's out. Poole's questionable, so that's going to affect this Fears under if I take that. Let's see Sharp. Do you have a TO prop? Luka dropping 30 plus night? I mean, if I had to bet on it, I'd say yeah. So Sharp has turnovers. Oh, what about the other Sharp? He don't have turnovers, just Dayron. You still doing correlation slips like you used to when I was in premium, just getting back in the gambling scene? Nah, most of it's been patched. I did it at the start of the year, but throwing out too much time because I've already gobbled. Yeah, no, I'm trying not to. If it was like a play that I was like, oh my god, I need to lock that in ASAP, I wouldn't be like I'm not like crazy about either of those just yet. Joe, there's question marks with OKC's lineup, I'm guessing. I know they just ruled out Chet and everything, but is that everyone that was questionable? Chet Caruso. Okay, so Joe is. I mean, Joe's gonna get a good amount of run. Okay, we're gonna play Vanderbilt. Or Sharp. Fuck. Vanderbilt or Sharp. So, without. I mean, are they gonna put 8 in on Wemby, dude? I'm playing Vanderbilt. It's gonna suck if he's on a Wemby. But like I don't know why it would be. And then everyone switches so much. Okay, here are my 3 golf plays. Eric Cole over, Wyndham Clark over. I forgot the third one. Let me pull up my model. Eric Cole, Wyndham Clark. There's one more. It was gonna be Jaeger, but Jaeger plays in the morning. It was gonna be Jaeger, but Jaeger plays in the morning, so I did. Where'd that thing just go? Let me check this real quick. Champagne over rebounds. Let me look after this. I gotta see if I'm playing Jaeger or Keith Mitchell. I think Jaeger plays in the morning, so I wanted to play Keith Mitchell, but I'm just checking. Keith Mitchell, Jaeger, round. Yeah, okay. We're playing Keith Mitchell. All more. This is an 8.5x because we're playing fades. I know, but that's gonna be the slip. I gotta get this in. The Dub Club. Don't ask me for a link. I can't share links. Don't ask me my favorite. But I'm kidding. My favorite's actually Eric Cole. I already know that. I would play this as a 4-leg. Don't play the golf alone because the golf alone is like a massive payout reduction. If Vanderbilt gets removed, Sharp under 1.5 TOs is good. I'm going to play that in my next slip. That's probably going to be the only slip I have for PGA tomorrow. I mean, like, Jaeger looks good and so does Jesper. But, like, they're all morning. So do I want to play morning? Let me see what the projected wave split is and the weather looks like. So the weather, it's actually pretty... It's actually pretty close. I mean, you're definitely going to have an advantage in the morning. Put 50 on it at 25. You think? I have no idea. I don't know your financial situation. Like, I would put $1,000 on it. But that's because that's 1 unit for me. I'd put 1 unit. If you normally put $25, put 25. If you normally put 50, put 50. If you normally put 10, put 10. It's just whatever you normally bet, that's what that slip is worth. Cole was the favorite play. Yeah, I liked Cole the most. Cole and not Keith Mitchell. Wyndham Clark. Those were the two best, but Cole for sure is the best. Um. There is a pretty strong wage split tomorrow. So let's say if I go. And it's still good though. For Jaeger, Whaley, Jesper are all morning. Eckroat, are you morning? Eckroat's PM. Okay, let's refresh this. What was the plays you just played? My shit laggy. I will show you. That's the slip I just played. So Jaeger's still like a Jaeger, Eckroat, Cootie. I think is I thought I saw Cootie like the last one. Yeah, so Cootie's PM as well. So I could go Jaeger. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go Cootie over, Jaeger over, Eckroat over. Jaeger, Cootie, Eckroat, and then I'm gonna play that with sharp TOs. Okay, that's my second slip. Again, that's golf. It's 8.5x. On this slip, the favorite is Jaeger. Let me go ahead and get this in my dub club before I keep yapping. This one, my favorite play is Jaeger. Thanks, Go Dogs. Yes, sir. Jaeger is an AM tee time, so if the AM play is really easy, it might be a little weird, but it shouldn't. I'll explain all these plays now that I got my golf out the way. That's all I'm playing for golf tomorrow. I mean, that's 6 plays. I don't know why I'm saying that's all I'm playing, but so we can look at. Let's go ahead and pull up Data Golf. So we're gonna look at Worldwide Technology Championship. This year it's played at Cabos and no, that's not the course now. El Cardinal. So Lucas. So. Okay. So last year this was played at the same exact course. I want to see the round by round averages. There we go. So round 1 played plus 0.41, and then it was negative 2.3, negative 2.9, negative 3. Tomorrow there's a good amount of projected wind, like over 10 miles an hour all day. I think it's gonna play like almost exactly to this. Would be my estimation. Like almost exactly to negative 0.2. Maybe a little harder. So if you're going to talk about, now that we talked about, okay, it's going to play, it's the same way that I was talking about DP World Tour Golf. The way to bet on PGA, there are 2 stats. I mean, obviously it needs to be broken down more than this, but just in general, you need to figure out, okay, what is the field average and how much better or worse is player X versus that field average? So if the field average is a par 72, is a par 70, or if it's a par 72 and the field average is negative 2, which would make the average score on that course a 70 for the entire field, how much better is someone like Pearson Cootie or Austin Eckroat or Steven Jaeger versus that field average? Are they a stroke better? Which a stroke is a lot in golf. Like Scotty is like a stroke better than that. Than like I think on average Scotty probably gains like 3 strokes to the field in an event. But like if you're gonna gain being a +1 stroke to an average PGA player, you were like an elite golfer, like elite on the PGA Tour. I mean, so if you're gonna go look at let's look at Steven Jaeger, which I don't like looking at odds to win just because they can kind of be like they have Wyndham Clark up here. Wyndham Clark is not the sixth best player or eighth best player in this field, but he's a big name. Okay, so like he's gonna get that kind of respect just because like you can't take the under. And this is a very good example of how to know the market. Sharp was off on PP. Hold on, let me check my Discord and see if they got it. Okay, let me find. Hold up, before you keep talking, I gotta find a sub for my Discord. Let me find a sub for my Discord. Gosh. I hate when I'm tight as fuck. Pause. But. Oh, I like this Pelly Larson under. I'll play that. Okay, so, back to what we were talking about. Like, in general, a good rule of thumb is the market can't be sharp if Westbrook rebounds at assist. I think that's good. I know you said who's your favorite on the sharp slip? Jaeger. A market cannot be sharp if you can't bet on both outcomes, right? If I cannot bet no, they could literally list Ben Griffin at plus 100 to win a golf tournament, which is obviously a bad line. But if you can't punish them for posting a bad line, then the market can't be accurate. Okay? So all these are like severely G's, but like someone like Steven Yeager is well down this board. Vince Whaley's well down this board. Austin Ecklert's well down this board, right? And if you're going to be a stroke better than the field average, that's just not... Like, we could go look at Steven Yeager. Like, look at all these. We're going to look at his last. Let's just go to right here. Okay, we could go right here. He lost 0.3 strokes to the field. Gained 0.4, gained 0.14, gained 0.8, lost 2, lost 5, lost 2, lost 1.1, gained 0.2, lost 0.7, gained 1.7. So in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 events, in his last 11 events, he has been better than the field average by one stroke once. Now, I'm sure like in this little 0.8, he had a round where he was gaining over a stroke because that's obviously possible. Like, and this negative 4.7, he didn't. He withdrew for whatever reason. Probably like an injury. He was just playing really bad. But, yeah, I mean, he's just not, like, you can't project him to be over a stroke better, which this would be projecting for 2 strokes better. That 6.5 line, dude, they really just bumped Pelly Larson on me. That 60.5 line we got, for him to cash that, he would have to be 2 strokes better than the field average. That's like what Xander Schauffele is on average, which like this is a worse field, but that's what Xander Schauffele is on average. That's just, I don't think that's a good line at all. Now, the way that this misses is obviously he does have a round where he's 2 strokes better, which is obviously possible. It's the same way like Steph Curry could go drop 50. Or the field average is 69 or 68.5 for some reason. Like the course is literally just getting torn apart like my asshole on Sundays. Pause. And you're just fucked, you know? But who's a good birdie or better under? I don't know. Let's see what they got. Jesper under 5.5, I think is good. Not Thor. I'm not gonna like anyone at 4.5. Not this Thor either. Graceman under 5.5. No Keith. No Wyndham. Michael Brennan, I don't know enough about. Higo's pretty good birdie makers. Definitely Rico is like a good birdie maker. I mean, I would say Jesper. And it's AM though, so if not Jesper, I'd go Cootie. One of those two. Maybe Cootie. Now, let's get back to cooking some NBA. We're done with PGA. We're done with Euro. We're going to be straight NBA for the rest of this stream. We're probably going to go till like 6. I would think, and then I'm gonna hang it up. I'm gonna go to dinner with my wife. Dude, Quentin Jackson without timetable for return, and so was Gianni Furphy. That's crazy. Darius Garland on track to play. That's lovely. I was really hoping he didn't DNP. Need some college football. College football tonight. I don't think I'm gonna have any, honestly. Um, there's one play that could be like a fucking nuke, but it also could be like a non-play. And it's this, which let me see if Underdog re-uploaded it. Or not Underdog, it was Sleeper. Those golf plays look really good. Yeah, I really like those golf plays. They didn't. So Toledo has two running backs. One of them's questionable. If that running back is out, then this Kenji Christensen over like, where's that? Like a 59.5 demon. Let me see what it would pay. Like, what the demon is. Oh, it's only 3.5x, but I think that would be a really good play. Like over 50 rush yards as like a regular line. Now let's go ahead and, like I said, we're gonna start cooking some NBA. Okay. Disturbia. How this works, guys, if you're new to the stream, is I'm just going to start finding plays I like, and I will put them on my slip right here. This does not mean that they were being submitted. This does not mean that I'm officially playing them. This just means, okay, I think I like that. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Okay, I think I like that. I'm going to click that. And that's how it goes. I just see plays that I think I might like. I'm going to click them to save my memory bank, and then I'm going to go back and look at them, like more in depth. It's like this Kaishan George over RA, I think could be good. This Hendricks under PR could be good. I've already played a Hendricks under today. But I'm really not that scared to like play a prop twice, because the chances that like I need Hendricks in both slips would mean that all 5 other props cashed, or all 4 other props cashed. Obviously, that's not like a very likely scenario. Chances are you're going to miss a bet. Ace Bailey under PR. I'll look at it for you. You just got to give me a second. So still no Jordan Poole news, it seems like. Jimmy Butler's out like I assumed. So I'm pretty sure like everyone knew that was going to happen though. Like the market and everything. Anything on chalkboard for those promos? I'm sure I've taken some MPJ over points or rebounds. I think MPJ has a good game. I'm sure like you could have taken those turnover props I took, like Sharp TOs, Pelle Larson under 12.5 PRA, Jared Vanderbilt over rebounds or over 5.5 RA. You could pair with all those. Sorry, I was hitting a little stretch. Okay. Bilal rebounds. Someone asked me about Ace Bailey. I'll check that for you. Ace Bailey, I think, is good for that under. You talked about Bilal rebounds. I think is fine. You should have listened to me. I told you that Bam Knight under 13 rush attempts was an error on underdog. Yeah, you were right, dude. I think it moved to 12.5. I really thought it was going to keep moving, though. You were right, though. I ended up playing his over that day, actually. I really thought that his over was a good play. Would you play your bumps? You're going to have to be more specific. You posted on Twitter. Like golf plays or what? Yeah, I would not take a single golf bump ever. Ever. Golf bumps are like really, really hard. Vanderbilt RA is 1.8. Yeah, that's very good, Brennan. I'd never take a golf bump ever. There's like golf outcomes are just so condensed. It's not like I recommend people take receiving yard bumps all the time, but like a golf bump is so condensed. I think it's like a pretty bad formula. Whoever missed on Prize Week's better has some of the golf plays. Yeah, they should. Jalen Brown scored 24.5 today. Sure. I would lean the over. If something that like you've looked at tells you like it, I think I would say the over is more likely. Yes. I don't know if it's like playable, but Towns over PRA. Let me see. Towns PRA. No. No. Under. Why does practice only allow one withdrawal a day? Honestly, I didn't even know they did that, so don't ask me. Let's find this Pelicans game and take it out of here. Okay. Dean Wade. Can't get it. Got 6.5 Demon. What's his OG line at? I don't know what that means. Got 6.5 Demon. God damn, I don't know what that means, dude. Again, just because it's in my slip does not mean I'm playing it. It just means I'm thinking about it. I'm Painting pictures on the wall. Cooper Flag for 2 threes. I would not play that. Unless it's like plus money. What's your formula deciding if plays with or not, especially in college football? Is the expected hit rate higher than the price I'm paying? That's the only formula you need. If I take an Ace Bailey under and he finally plays good, I'm going to lose my shit, by the way. Okay. Okay. Let's look at all these. MPJ point rebounds. I think that's a good play. I think MPJ has a good game. Kaishan removed. That's fine. I didn't love that. I like Ace Bailey. I like Malik Monk. Manat's questionable. Wallace is good. Who's that one at the bottom? Davion. I think Davion's good. MPJ has a lot of rebound chances last 2 games. Yeah, I mean, you missed the last game because of personal issue, but DeMar with Nugent, Sabonis, and Levine out. Yeah, but all his lines have been adjusted by now. If you're going to try to do that, you need to do that early. Unless you still think there's edge. I mean, that's possible, but... What's a good play for my 8th man streak on Underdog? One of my golf plays. Rewind the stream if you can. I had 6 golf plays. I just take one of the ones on the first slip. I think it was... I take Eric Cole over 68.5 if you have it. I like that one. Okay, I think I'm going to do a 3-leg. Because they don't have... I mean, I could do, like, Kisper under. I think there's a question mark on the Wizards. So, Kisper is up. If I want to play that. And, like, Jonas. Just locked. Literally just locked as soon as I say that. Okay. Oh, I can't even click that. Okay. Let's figure out which ones I'm playing. You love Bailey? Apparently, dude. I keep fucking betting on his bitch ass. Jonas. I might. Oh, what just got removed? Oh, nothing. Okay, it was that. Okay, I'm gonna take out Minot, whatever. I don't think I'm gonna play him. He's got some weird line movement going on. Oh, his. I lied. Oh, wait, for 19. Yeah, I do play Bailey a lot, dude. It's kind of crazy. So Manat dropped at 5.5, got nuked over. Dropped to 5.5, 160. Now it's 5.5, 150 under. And then like the Kispert assist, I just don't like playing those low. There's a lot of variance in those. You know? There's a ton of variance in those. So Bilal Kubli is back. It's really just like his minutes have been so weird. Okay, I'm taking Kispert. I mean, like, dude, he hasn't gotten more than 3 potential assists the entire year. 3, 1, 2, 4, 4, 1, 1. Making like barely any passes, barely playing. Middleton's still out though. Kispert over points and rebounds with Luke? Not. Why are you taking Monk under Zach and Sabonis out? Yeah, but like he's 6.5. He's normally at 6.5 with them. With them in. He's minus 190 on Pinnacle right now, under 3.5 assists. Minus 200, under 3.5 rebounds. I'm gonna take Manat out. His minutes are kind of weird. I might add in Joval. Davion. Oh, I didn't know I had Davion under the whole time. Davion's potentially. Taking out Davion. Kispert, man, I hate playing these 1.5 lines, but I think that line's really good. So I think it's worth it. Ace Bailey is close. I might take Ace Bailey out. Malik Monk. Case on Wallace. Okay, that's 5 for the Ace Bailey. I could take out. Let me see what they have for Joval too. What websites do you use? This is Props Madness. This is PrizePicks. RotoWire. Okay, Malik Monk got removed, so that makes it easy for me. I'm going to take out Ace Bailey, and I'm going to run these three. All right, I played that. Cats game time decision. Chubb doesn't practice. That might be everything I have today. Wallace over Bailey. Yeah, I did play Wallace over Bailey. No Caruso. He should get a good run tonight. And no Chet, so crash the glass a little bit more. That might be it. Beautiful work. Appreciate that, Jack. Appreciate that, brother. Did you play it 3-man on the screen? I did. Yes, I did. Hart's a bit weird with the cat, still questionable, so that's making me not want to play Hart. 6 p.m. Yeah, that's it. If you're in my Discord, I'm probably going to have some more plays before tip-off, but I want to see what happens with Cat. I want to see what happens with Jordan Poole. But if you win the stream, you got my golf plays, you got my Euro plays. We talked about some stuff. And as always, you're getting smarter. That's the most important thing. You're actually learning how to play. Jonas is gone. Jonas Valanciunas. No, he's not. Or at least on my screen, it's not. All right. I'm out of here. You have a lovely night. Peace. And again, if you want all my plays, check me out. Hold up. Bro, I lost 3 followers while streaming. Bro, I'm trying to hit 100K. What the fuck? I have been like so short for so many days now. Like I'm talking like I've been at like 999 something for 2 days now. And I don't want to post like, hey, follow me for a chance to win $100 because then I know I'll get it. But like I just want to get it out the mud for real. Let me go and tweet out this 3-leg on Twitter. Twitter. Mr. Twitter got me on the internet. Oh. Kason Wallace bumped. Because it was late night and I was thirsty. What was the other play? Good like being to that candy girl. I ain't trying to handcuff you to that bed, girl. It ain't no penny. Does anyone remember the other play? I already forgot it. Let me think. Hold up. I'll turn around and I'll remember it. It was... I removed Ace Bailey. It was Jonas. I removed Ace Bailey and Malik Monk. I removed Manat. How can I remember every play but the one I played? Keyshawn George got bumped. Minot got removed. Monk got removed. Removed Ace Bailey. I ran Wallace over 6.5. Jonas. I took out Davion Mitchell out of the flip. Holy shit, dude. I remembered every play today with this one. Let's think. Bro, I'm really not trying to look at the screen right now. I really want to remember it. Kaysen Wallace. Jonas Valanciunas. Oh my god, I can't. I don't even have it on my tongue. I removed Ace Bailey. Malik Monk got bumped. I think it was an RA prop. Holy shit, dude, I can't remember it. Corey Kispert? Oh, that's why. It's fucking Kispert assist. Dude, I was really like... I wasn't even close. That's the crazy part. Holy cow. Okay. Look, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tweet out my golf play. I think my golf play got bumped. At least the golf part. If it didn't, then I have no problem tweeting it out. It did. I was going to say I'm going to tweet it out. Y'all can just say you got it in the comments from like the stream. But I hate tweeting out plays that have bumped because, dude, it's just so much hate. And it's like I don't know what to do. Like I didn't do nothing wrong. I can't help that it bumps. But, dude, like it says 44 people have followed me today. There's no way that this is accurate. This shit is bugging. Let me try this one. Like there's just no way that that's right. Oh my god, it is right. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I'm out of here. If you are in my Discord, stay tuned because I'll probably have some more plays. Appreciate the love. You have a good night. See you tomorrow. Question mark? Let me see how many games are tomorrow. I know we have NBA. Or I know we have NFL. Oh, one game? You were not.